Hey, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a craft with me for you, and I'm going to be following one of the prompts from the Defemerember challenge that is being ran by Barbara from 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel. So these lovely ladies have put together a daily ephemera challenge for December. So from the 1st to the 25th, there's a new set of prompts for each day, and they are also doing some daily videos as well. So I will leave all the links and information and everything that you'll need down below if you want to go and check this out. But today I decided to work on day 9, which is tea and envelope. So I really liked that these prompts had kind of a different way of doing things. So there was like 2 elements to think of, and I think there's also a lot of different kind of combinations and possibilities that you can come up with when you're thinking about creating ephemera based on these 2 prompts. So for the tea element of this prompt, I decided to tea dye just a variety of different papers from my stash. I didn't really know when I was tea dyeing them what I wanted to use or how I wanted to use them, so I just decided to do lots of different papers to give me a choice, which you will have seen at the beginning. And one of these that I did was some white tissue paper that was like in packaging, and I decided to tea dye that, which if you're going to do it, it's very delicate. It will probably rip, but I managed to tea dye it in the end and gently dry it with a hairdryer, and I just love the like translucent effect that it gives, and it's nice and crispy. So that is what I decided to use for this. And then for envelope, obviously I'm making some envelopes. So I love the tutorial that Natasha over at Treasure Books did of the envelopes that kind of fold out. So you'll see here I'm just kind of folding the top of my strips to make kind of the top of the envelope, and then it's a real simple just like kind of fold up at the bottom as well. And this kind of creates like an envelope that also has space to journal or to add a photo. So I will leave a link down below to her video where you can watch like a full tutorial and stuff. But yeah, that's what I decided to do for this. So I kind of just made a bunch of different bases using lots of different papers. So for example, here you'll see that I am using some brown paper that was actually the paper that I put underneath for tea dyeing. So it's got some lovely kind of like tea splatters on it almost, that gives it some real nice texture and just some interest to the base of the envelope. So I just went through and made lots of different envelope kind of bases from different papers that I had, just to give myself some choice with what I was going to do, because I kind of wanted to do a little bit of experimenting. So you'll see here I've even got some vellum, which in my head I had a completely different idea of how I thought this was going to turn out. So let this be a lesson to just try new things, because they're not always going to work out. You'll see here that it kind of did. Like, I'm not unhappy with the result, but in my head I had a completely different idea of how it was going to turn out. But I think that's the nice thing about challenges like this, where you've kind of got different prompts to work with, and you know, you're making different kind of ephemera bits. It's nice to kind of experiment and see what you can do with your supplies and kind of how you can use them differently. So to blend the tea and envelope elements of this prompt together, what I decided to do was use the tea dyed tissue paper that I had and layer that on top of the bases that I had made. And this gives a really nice kind of translucent effect to the paper underneath. You can kind of see things peeking through, but it also adds that like nice textured tea dyed element. And I think especially on this paper that I have here, that's kind of my favorite look, where you can see the border showing through. So I was really pleased with how that turned out, and I just decided that I wanted to add a plain element just where I had folded the paper inwards, because I didn't quite like how it looked. So I just brought in some plain paper that I had laying off to the side and just used that for the top section, just to kind of make it look a bit more clean. and then I'm just tidying up the edges of the envelope there. So what I decided to do, I didn't want to kind of go overboard with the decoration of these because honestly, I just really loved the look of the tissue papers. So what I decided to do was grab my MU rub-on stickers that I am obsessed with. I love using these in my journal, and I thought these would be really nice because they like blend into your page so seamlessly. So I'm just using the back of my scissors here just to rub this in. They do sell a tool that you can use to properly rub these in, but honestly the back of scissors or like the back of a pen works just fine. And then you just peel up the backing and it just really blends in, and I just love how it looks on this. And so then what I'm doing is also just using my corner rounder just to kind of do the bottom corners and then also the kind of flap of the envelope, and I just think that really kind of polishes it off, finishes up the envelope, and I'm just really pleased with how they look. So I'm gonna make a few more and I will catch you at the end to discuss how I finish decorating them.
I've been feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. Skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
So I think by adding the ink around the edges of these envelopes just really helped to make them pop, especially with some of the tones of the papers, and I'm just really chuffed with how these turn out, and I can't wait to use them within my junk journals. I'm thinking they would look really nice in my patchwork journal, just as somewhere to maybe add some hidden journaling, or I could like tuck like letters and things from Happy Mail in them. I could add little photos, write down quotes. There's just so many things that you can do with these little envelopes that fold out into a nice little journal spot. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing these little envelopes come together, and I'll be sure to show you how I use these in my patchwork journal in another video. Thank you again to Barbara and Luis Heinzel for sharing the Defemerember, I had to remember how to say that then, the Defemerember prompt list. Like I said, I will leave all the information down below that you need if you guys would like to join in with their challenge. It's super fun. They've got their daily videos. I think they're in a playlist as well. I'll leave everything down below, but yeah, this has been a really fun little challenge, and I'll probably end up doing maybe a few more of the prompts as well, see what I can create for my journals. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.
Spring is in the air like a drum snare. Buds are bursting.